Hello and welcome to my channel Midnight Contemplations. Well, today I'm going to be talking about unmotivated art because honestly that's just what's been going through my head for the past week and a half. Also during the time I was making this video. The reference image is from Google Images. I couldn't find the original owners, but it's not mine. So I'm here just starting on the drawing. It's of like someone looking slightly to the left, might be in candlelight. I had a problem with the head shape, like a big problem, because I can't draw people with cheekbones. If you've ever seen my drawings, most of my characters have like fuller cheeks, and even if I do give them cheekbones, I don't give them from like very angular cheekbones. So I don't know how to draw people with really like nice high cheekbones. But I'm trying to learn, so it's alright. I also drew her shoulders a bit on the wrong angle, so later on I had to fix that, which was quite easy because like once you get the hang of digital painting, it's really easy to change things, which I really like. However, I do really want to get back into my old style, well not my old style, still my style, but like the way I usually draw. So if you've been on my TikTok, you'll know what I'm talking about, like, you know, slightly more cartoony than this, a little bit more refined. Also, I've been doing a lot more of haiku sketches on there, so if you're interested. I can't tell you how much I love that show, and I will be doing a YouTube video on it at some point because I have to. It's just so good. And although I haven't actually finished the third season, I'm going to start Land vs. Air, I think, and then season 4. But when I finish that, I'm going to turn into a full fangirl. Sorry, I can't speak today. It's very early in the morning. I can't talk. The sketch didn't take that long this time, which I enjoyed because I find that if I spend too much time on the sketch, I sort of get overworked, and then like the colouring aspect gets a bit odd. Actually, funnily enough, I don't like the finished piece of this very much. I don't know, like, I guess it's up to your taste, but it's just not my style. Although I really like this sketch and the way the flat colours turned out, so that's what I like about this piece, and I sort of kept a screenshot of it because that was basically my favourite part about working on this piece. I do think I'm getting better with digital painting, definitely from that first attempt, which was rather odd. With the skin tone, I did have a little bit of trouble because it was sort of hard to differentiate what was hit by the light and what was the actual skin tone. Yet again, I went for the colour of her forehead, which is always my advice for picking the right skin tone, because the forehead is usually where your skin tone is the most even. Obviously this isn't true for everyone, but in most cases it is. And for the eye colour, I didn't change it per se, but I did make it brighter, just because I wanted to. So I made it more of a vivid green, although I think her eyes are more like a olivey green, I don't know what to call it. So the flat colour of this I really liked. I really like the flat colour, and if it were possible, I will try and like restart from the flat colour at some point and see if I can change it, because I do feel like at this point I was very unmotivated, which is the topic of this video. Oh, that was quite nice, the way that linked. Anyway, so about like being like not very motivated, it's like it's weird. Because I don't think I'll ever be able to like truly stop drawing. That's just not something I'll be able to do. Like a lot of artists manage to like stop drawing for a very long time if they feel unmotivated. I just can't do that. I don't know. It's just something that I can't do. So I'll keep drawing, but I'll be very unhappy with the results. That's basically what I do. So with this piece, I think it was just to do with the shadows. I didn't like the way I made them. I kind of made them a bit too desaturated, although like I think that's the problem really, that I made this statue shadow a little bit too desaturated for like an actual human skin tone, which ended up making the entire skin tone look very chalk and not real almost. So I do fix it later on with a bit of like over screening and stuff, which I'll explain later, but there's that. Something I want to try next is trying to do my normal style, so with the bigger eyes, the more exaggerated features and hair, but like with the digital painting as the colouring style. I think that might be an interesting way to do it, because it might bring in like the best of both worlds for me, because I have sort of trouble with trying to figure out like the proportions and things, although with my normal style I guess it's like it's a bit easier because I've sort of been doing it from the very start. So during this piece, about at this point exactly, when I was doing like the darker shadows, I started thinking it looked very odd and at the time I didn't understand what I did wrong. So I sort of just pushed through with it, hoping that this was just like the awkward phase of it. It didn't stop here. It was again just because of the desaturation I was giving it, making the skin tone look surreal and like not the way it was meant to. Also, another thing that there's a problem with is that her face is meant to be lit by some sort of very soft light, something along the lines of perhaps candlelight or something like that. But the way I shaded the face, because I depacified the shading this much, it doesn't look like that at all. So I think that's one of the problems, it just didn't look the way it was meant to. Actually at this point the face looks alright, it's a little bit patchy with the shading and stuff, but it's not terrible. The only thing I have to say is that the area under the eye is like very cel shaded looking. I don't know why that is, but one thing I think like digital painting has helped me with is really thinking about like the proportions of the face, because the proportions of the face are always a little bit odd to me. It's a little bit daunting, especially with the like doing realistic faces. So I think this helped me in that way of sort of helping me understand the proportions and looking at the smaller details. Also, quick question, what did you people think of my last traditional video? I can't believe I actually did a traditional video. I hadn't actually expected to do one, but I did. So I think that could be something you guys could be interested in. If you were, please comment that down below so I know, because I didn't get much response on it and I want to know if you don't like them or if you do. And here, as you can see, I'm just sort of doing the lips, and I just realised how small the lips were in comparison. So I did this sort of thing where I just sort of went over it. And that's one thing I really love about digital painting. It's so easy to change everything. And I think the main reason for that is because there's no real line art, so to speak. So there's no way you can really be like, oh no, I have to redo the line art for that as well. And then you feel lazy and don't change it. But with digital painting, it's very simple. Just select it, move it around a bit, and then just colour over the bits which are white now. Anyway, so for the traditional video, I went through a lot of trouble for that, because my normal video editor for some reason didn't use the same file format. I think that was a problem, because I shot it on my phone, and obviously my phone would have a different file format, so it didn't work. So I had to go and get a different one. Luckily this one does allow that file format, and it is actually much better. I really like this new one. It's called Shotcut. If you people would like to check it out, it's quite good. It has a lot of different more professional things, such as color grading, which is more for people who actually show their faces, but it's good for traditional artworks as well. So this is the overscreen that I was talking about, or the overtone. this is where you get like a bit more of a lively colour. It's like if you want to change the colour of something slightly, not like changing the colour of it, but changing the look of it. For example, if you made something really bright and you didn't mean to, you can go with like some sort of darkish purple, go over it and just do your pacify that. And this, the way I used this was using sort of like a light pink or coral colour and just putting that over the skin. And the thing that this does, it makes it look more lively. And as you can see, it looks better already. However, I have to say I'm very demotivated right now, so I'm not really sure what I'm going to do for the next few videos, or at least until I get a bit better in terms of art. I think it's just the fact that I don't like my style right now. I just think it's being very inconsistent, and that's what I don't like. I don't know what to draw half the time as well. So yeah, art, in terms of art, life's not going very well. But it'll get fixed, just like everything does. So as I said, I don't especially like this piece, but I'm not really sure why. It could just be like the overall of it. So here I'm just doing the shoulder again, just fixing everything that I didn't like, fixing her posture a bit, because she's meant to sort of have her So here I'm just fixing like the skin tone and like her shoulders, because her shoulders at the start looked very much like she was frightened, like she was cowering away from something, when in like this she's just meant to be standing there, looking slightly to the side. And there's the finished piece. Now that I look at it, maybe in terms of perspective, it's a little bit better. It's still not my favourite, but I think I will get better from this. So bye, have a nice day, do all that YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, share this to your friends. Thank you very much for watching this video.